All right, we are live. Looks like we already have a lot of people on. A lot of fifth graders excited. Can you guys say hello in the live chat so that we know you see us and hear us? Lots of yo's. Yo. All right. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Miss Case, you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am ready. Welcome, class of 2027. We are so glad to see you. You guys are in for a treat today. You are going to learn what house you're in, who your Care and Connect leader is going to be. You're going to find out information about scheduling, and you're going to have the opportunity to ask some questions. So I forgot to say, on this case, I will be your principal at Old Kentucky Home Middle School next year. I know we have viewers from Foster Heights, we have viewers from Cox Creek, we have viewers from St. Joe that are all planning to become a part of the Wildcat family in the 2020-21 school year. So we're really excited that you guys are all here. And the first thing we're going to do is introduce you to our house leaders. And they're going to share a little bit about each house, and then we're going to have some students share a bit as well. So we will start with Rennell. Miss Rennell is our Spalding House leader. Would you like to share a little bit about the Spalding House?
Woohoo! I was planning on going second.
Yep.
Yes, we are the Spalding Eagles. And why are we the Spalding Eagles, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Our name comes from Bishop Martin John Spalding, who is a part of the history of not only Kentucky, but Bardstown. So who better to name our house after? And we'll be diving more into him next year. So why do you ask? Why the eagle? What's so important about the eagle? Well, the eagle and Bishop Spalding share a lot of the same characteristics. First off, they both were creators. Then, next, they both were loyal. They had great integrity, and they both were teachers. These are the characteristics we like to have in our Spalding Eagles. We have 8 Care and Connects, 4 girls groups and 4 boy groups. Our girl groups are the Unicorn Squad, the Chia Chicks, Bike and Ballards, and Crazy Eights. And our boy squads are the Spalding Spartans, the Ice Cats, the Blacksmiths, and the Red Robots. So let me tell you a little bit about my architects. My architects are great creators. They create some of the biggest events we have at OKH, like dances and rallies and Care and Connect plans. They show amazing loyalty by showing support to all students and leaders. They have great integrity by being honest and upholding the ideas to live a good life and be good people. And they also share their fabulous ideas when they teach during Care and Connect classes. So I would love for you to join and be a part of the Spalding Architects. We rock. We, of course, I'm going to say, are the best house, even though I'm sure the Moore House and the Talbot House are going to differ. And when you see red, think of the Spalding House. Woohoo! I am Miss Rennell, and I will be your 6th grade language arts teacher and the Spalding House leader.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Rennell. Miss Rennell is a tough act to follow. I will tell you that. She is on her game. Miss Urban and Mr. Stanley, I just tagged you all in a comment that takes us back to all those characteristics if you clicked in your email really quickly. So we will
No pressure at
all. Mr. Stanley, who is our Talbot House leader. I'm sure he has some stuff to share about the Talbot Bears.
There we go. Sorry, that mute button was hard to click. So hey everybody, I am Mr. Stanley. I am the Talbot House leader. I actually Yeah, so I'm a Talbot House leader. We actually named after J. Dan Talbot, a local legend, I guess you could say. He helped to get 3 governors elected, and he resided here in Bardstown. And because of his ability to get people into office, he was known as the Old Bear. So that's why Talbot House is known as the Bears. So we are the Bears. Now, I was unable to find the comments which Miss Case linked us to, but I do know that the Bears going to be the one about determination. You know, we're powerful, we're determined, and it doesn't matter what's going to happen. We're always going to say yes and get it done, right, Dr. Goff?
That's right.
Yeah.
Go
So
Bears.
we are made up of 8 Karen Connects. The 4 female Karen Connects will be the Cub Sisters, the Care Bears, Cave Cubs, and Creative Cubs. And then the male Karen Connects will be the Dub Cubs, the Wazowskis, the Fat Pack, and the Grizzly Gang, led by yours truly. And just like Miss Reynolds said, a lot of what I do, I could not get done without my architects. These are going to be your student leaders made up of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders around the school. And I know there's a handful of leaders, or a lot of leaders, getting ready to come into our school next year. And I would highly, highly suggest that you guys you apply to be architects. We love having new faces in there, and I would love to work with you guys. So thank you.
Yeah. Go Bears. Bears are the best. Go Talbot Bears.
And of course, I would disagree with that and say that the elk are the best. Morehouse elk. I did want to add a couple of character traits that I really love about the Talbot House, and that is grit and their character, the character that they show, that flawless character. So a couple more great things about those guys. So last but not least, and of course my favorite, is Miss Irvin. She will be the leader of the Morehouse Elk next school year.
Hey guys, I am Miss Irvin, and I am going to be the house leader for the Moore Elks. And I'm super excited. This is now Miss Reynolds and Mr. Stanley. This is going to be their second year as house leaders, and so this is going to be my first. So, but I've gotten to work really closely with my architects, and I've been there with the naming of our house and our mascot. So I'm super excited to get to do this and be in this role in this position. But we are the Moore Elks, and we are named after General Hal Moore. If you all are familiar, there's actually a museum in Bardstown where he is honored and has a lot of history about him. And there's actually a movie about him called We Were Soldiers. And so if you have a chance to check that out, it might be a good one to consider. We are the Elks because those characteristics are strength and stamina. And so when we think about General Hal Moore, we think about the strength and the stamina that he showed as a leader with his troops, and then how he was as a person and how he viewed leading others. And so that's why we are the Elks, is because we believe in those values as well. And so in the Moore House, we do have 4 girl groups and 4 guy groups. And so our girls are the Elevated Elks, the Backstreet Girls, the Awesome Blossoms, and the Sunshine Squad. And Sunshine Squad is Miss Cases, just FYI. And then our boys are the Goofy Goobers, the Soul Squad, Dim Boys, and then mine is X-Force. And so like the other 2 said, you know, I'm looking forward to working with the architects in my Karen Connect, but also all the architects in the Morehouse. So if you are interested in showing some leadership, then I would love to work with you.
Yeah, and we have some questions coming in already. We have some students asking if they get to pick their house, and it's much like Harry Potter, the house picks you. And so that's where we're headed next, right, Miss Case?
Yes, we are. So thank you so much for that question. The good news about the houses and all of the Karen Connect names, though, is that those weren't chosen by the adults in the building. The students really worked together to do research, and they decided what our houses were going to be named. And then the students also decided what our Karen Connects were going to be named. So they were an integral part of putting together this whole house system and really making our Karen Connects what they are. And then I don't know if Dr. Goff shared with you guys or not, but she is the leader of the house system. So that's her baby, and that's the way that she really works in connecting with our students at OKH. So we really value her very much as well. So we're going to move into the exciting portion of our induction ceremony today, and we are going to begin our House and Karen Connect sorts.
Woohoo!
So take it away.
All right. So, our first, Miss Casey, you want me to just read through these? Or you want to read through them?
Which houses they're in?
Yeah, go through the certificates. Would you like for me to do that?
We can trade off and on if you'd like.
Nope, I want you to do it.
Okay.
You got it. It's up. We're ready to go.
Second. So let me remind me the name of that document.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you had it up. Nope, I got it. We're good. We're good. All right. So first, Madison, you are the star of the show because your certificate was up during all of that. So you are going to be a part of the Moore House, and you are in the Backstreet Girls. That is your Karen Connect. Next, we have Lacey Barnes. Lacey Barnes, we are so excited that you're coming. You're going to be in Miss Ballard's Karen Connect, the Back in Ballards, and you are in Spalding House. And Madison, and the comments are coming in. They're saying, yay, as they get sorted. So when you see your name and when you see your Karen Connect, go ahead and let us hear you in the comments. All right, Taylor Kinley Bischoff, you are in the Crazy Yates with Miss Yates in the Spalding House. And our first Talbot Bear, you lucky thing, is Erilyn Boblet with the Dub Cubs. Next, we have Miss Kara Boone, and Miss Kara is going to be in Back in Ballards just like her sister was, and that is the Spalding House. So that is one thing that we do at OKH. We are very careful to place you guys in the same houses as your siblings because, again, we do take this very seriously and we do love our houses, and so we don't want there to be any family conflict. So we keep the family tradition going. Next is Zachary Bradshaw with the Red Robots. That's also Spalding. I'm loving the comments, guys. Keep them coming. Next, we have Braden Brown with the Swole Squad. And that's Miss Edlin's Karen Connect in the Morehouse. We have another Morehouse elk. This is the Sunshine Squad. This is Miss Case and Miss Robinson. And you are Kelsey Broyles. Yay! Next, we have Summer Bryant in the Unicorn Squad. And let me tell you, there are lots of fun costumes and things that go along with the Unicorn Squad. So you're a lucky girl, Summer. You're going to have fun with Miss Essex in the Spalding House. Next, we have Brad Cavins, X-Force. That's Miss Urban, our Morehouse leader that you just met. We have Addison Chadwell. She is in the Awesome Blossoms, also in the Morehouse. Now, Miss Case, I'm starting to feel like Morehouse is getting way too many of these awesome kiddos. I'm trying to figure out where the rest of our kids are. Where are my bears?
We want more kids and more kids and more kids.
Nice. Oh, speaking of, here's a bear, and you are in the Grizzly Gang with Mr. Stanley and Mr. Braden Cheek. Mr. Stanley is who you just met, the house leader for Talbot House. And we have a Spalding Eagle. This is Selena Chin, and you are in the Chia Chicks, which is Mrs. Reynolds, who is also the house leader that you just met. So yay for Selena. Next is Damian Chesser. He's in the Blacksmiths with Miss Kayla Smith in the Spalding House. Yay, Damian. Another more elk, Taylor Sissel. She's in the Elevated Elks with Mrs. Mariana Smith. Braden Cochran, you lucky thing. You are in the best Karen Connect, the Fat Pack, my Karen Connect, and you are a Talbot Bear. Congratulations. You are continuing your brother's legacy in the Fat Pack. Next, we have Melanie Cornish with the say that 10 times fast. Sunshine Squad, Miss Case and Miss Robinson with the Morehouse. Yay for Melanie. Austin Cawthorn, Mr. Stanley's Grizzly Gang. Talbot Bear, congratulations, Austin. Michaela Coulter with the Backstreet Girls in the Morehouse. Ellie Craig is also in the Morehouse. The Awesome Blossoms with Miss Ruiz.
Ellie's mom is in the Morehouse too.
That's
who's
right.
inducted as the nurse, yeah.
That's right. See, we really take this family stuff seriously. These
Very
houses are a
seriously.
big deal, kiddos. You're going to love it. You really are. All right, Aaliyah Del Angel, you are in the Dub Cubs with Miss White, and you lucky girl, are a Talbot Bear. Congratulations. Braden Eli Downs, you are also a Talbot Bear, and you are in the Cave Cubs with Miss Lynch and Miss McCormack. Marley Filiatru, you're in the Chia Chicks with your house leader, Miss Rennell, with the Spalding House. Trent Filiatru, you are in the Ice Cats, Spalding House with Mr. Burkhead. Natalie Gayton, you are in the Sunshine Squad with Miss Case and Miss Robinson. More Elks, congratulations. Braden Gephardt, you are in Them Boys with Miss Dykes. That is a fun group, so you are a More Elk. Congratulations. Valentina Gonzalez Beltrain, you are in the Crazy Yates with Miss Yates in the Spalding House. Austin Goodpaster, you are in the Wazowskis with Mr. Richards, your Talbot Bear. Congratulations. Jasmine Greenwell is part of the Elevated Elks with Mrs. Smith, and she is a Morehouse Elk.
Yeah.
Peyton Greenwell, you're going to be a Spalding Eagle, and you are in the Back and Ballards with Miss Ballard. Gabriel Gunther with the Wazowskis with Mr. Richards. You are a Talbot Bear. Congratulations. Elizabeth Hall, Elevated Elks, Morehouse Elks with Miss Smith. Congratulations, Elizabeth. William Hamilton is a Talbot Bear. We're so excited to have you in the Cave Cubs with Miss Lynch and Miss McCormack. Zachary Hamilton, you are also a Talbot Bear. You're with Mr. Stanley in the Grizzly Gang. Congratulations. Elizabeth Hatton, you are an Awesome Blossom. Very lucky girl. You are a More Elk. Congratulations. Madeline Henley, Back in Ballards with the Spalding House. Miss Case, do you have this open? I feel like they're going to get tired of hearing my voice. I'm going to keep going, but in a minute, I want you to trade out, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Next is Elijah Hogston with the Red Robots. You are a Spalding Eagle, Elijah. Congratulations. And we are so excited to have Jacob Hogston. He's also a Spalding House Eagle, and he is in the Blacksmiths. John Horn, you are a Morehouse Elk, and you are in the Swell Squad. Congratulations. Owen, we are so excited to welcome you to the Fat Pack. My Karen Connect, you are a Talbot House Bear. Congratulations. And Lily Humphrey, you're also a Talbot House Bear, and you are in the Creative Cubs. Chloe Hunter, now I couldn't put you in my Karen Connect like your brother, so we still kept you a Talbot Bear, and you're going to be in the Dub Cubs, which you will love, and we're so excited that you're coming. Chloe Hutchins, Unicorn Squad, we're so happy to have you as a Spalding House Eagle. Congratulations. Joseph Andrew Hutchison, you are a Red Robot in the Spalding House. Congratulations. Bailey James, you are in the Awesome Blossoms with Miss Ruiz in the Morehouse. James Lucas Johnson, you are an Ice Cat in the Spalding House. Congratulations. Haley Keaton, you're a Backstreet Girl in the Morehouse. I love that name. It always makes me laugh. Kaden Knopp, you are so lucky because Miss Irvin, the Morehouse leader, is your Karen Connect leader in the X-Force. And Xavier Lawson, you are part of the Goofy Goobers with Mr. Rennell in the Morehouse. Congratulations. And Jordan Lay, another Fat Pack member. So excited to welcome you to the Talbot House. Owen Luckett, X-Force, Miss Irvin, your house leader in the Morehouse. Congratulations, Owen. All right, Miss Case, do you want to go pick up?
I can do it.
Sweet.
Next, we have Mr. Tyler Lundy. You get to be in the Grizzly Gang with Mr. Stanley. Congratulations. Colton Ledane, a Spalding Spartan with Miss Montgomery in the Spalding House. Next, we have the very lucky Brianna Mattingly in the Sunshine Squad with myself and Miss Robinson. Welcome to the Morehouse. Next, we have Miss Trinity Mattingly, another Unicorn Squatter in the Spalding House. Congratulations. Preston Moppin, you're going to be a Goofy Goober with Mr. Riddle in the Morehouse. Aiden McCormick, you are going to be a Wazowski with Mr. Richards in the Talbot House. Congrats. And Mr. Murda, you are not going to be in Skylar's Care Connect, but you are going to be in the Spalding House with your brother as a Spalding Spartan. Congratulations. Next, we have Mr. Max Moore. You are also going to be in the Talbot House with Miss Lynch and Miss McCormack as a Cave Cub. And another lucky young lady, Mackenzie Mullins, is going to be in the Sunshine Squad. We have cool shirts, by the way. Welcome to the Morehouse, Mackenzie.
They really do have cool shirts. I do have to give you that.
Yes. Next, we have Mr. Adam Nate Nally. You're going to be a part of Dim Boys in Miss Dyke's class as a member of the Morehouse. Congratulations. Braden Newton, another Ice Cat with Mr. Burkhead. Spalding Eagles, you're lucky to have him. Emery Newton is going to be a Chia Chick with Miss Rennell in the Spalding House. Congratulations, Emery. Lillian Nichols, Awesome Blossom in the Morehouse. You're welcome to the Morehouse. Miss Ruiz is awesome. Blossom. Congratulations, Dakota. Overall, you're going to be a blacksmith in the Spalding House. Aiden Perkins, another member of Dim Boys. You all are lucky. Miss Dykes is awesome. And you're also extremely lucky to be in the best house, Morehouse. Congratulations, Aiden. We have one more Morehouse. Cameron Reed is going to be a Goofy Goober. Congratulations, Cameron. Aubrey Robbins, you will be in the Crazy Yates in the Spalding House. Chloe Roberts, welcome to the Morehouse as an Awesome Blossom. Congrats. Kaylee Rogers, you will be a Care Bear with Miss Woosley in the Talbot House. My computer's slow, sorry. William Sawyer Rogers, Dr. Goff will be your leader in the Fat Pact in the Talbot House.
Yes.
Emmeline St. Clair, you're a Cub sister with Miss Johnson in the Talbot House. Congratulations. Litzuri Sanchez Gibbs, you are a Creative Cub with Miss Sanders in the Talbot House. You and your brother will Talbot together. Michael Shannon, a member of the Grizzly Gang with Mr. Stanley, our house leader in the Talbot House. And your brother will not be in your Care Connect, but will also be in the Talbot House Wrestle. Shannon, you are going to be a Wazowski. Congratulations. Daya Shepherd, you're going to be in the Morehouse, and you will be with Dim Boys to have a lot of fun with Dim Boys. Jaslyn Simpson, you are a lucky lady. You will be a Chia Chick with Miss Reynolds in the Spalding House. Jana Smith, Morehouse, invites you cordially to be an elevated elk with Miss Smith. Kaylin Sorrell, Sunshine Squad with Miss Case and Miss Robinson in the Morehouse. Joseph Trent Tharp, you will be a member of the Talbot House as a Cave Cub with Miss Lynch and Miss McCormack. Ava Thompson, you're also a Talbot House member as a Care Bear with Miss Woosley. Congratulations. Sierra Taylor Thompson, you are a Creative Club. Welcome to the Talbot House. And Emily, I believe you all are twins. You're also going to be in the Talbot House, and you will be a Cub sister right next door.
Go Bears.
There's a lot of bears rolling in here. Is Moore started it, and Talbot finished it. Reese Thompson, you are a Care Bear in the Talbot House. Congratulations. Alyssa Tucker, Backstreet's back. All right, in the Moore House. Welcome, Alyssa. James Truzop, you are a Cave Cub in the Talbot House, followed by your sister, who used to be in the Talbot House. Nicholas Walls, welcome to the Swole Squad. You are a member of the Morehouse. Congratulations. Morehouse is coming back. Mason Wells, welcome to the Swole Squad in the Morehouse. Aubrey White, you too are a Chia Chick in the Spalding House with Miss Reynolds. Aurora Wolford, welcome to the Talbot House. You are now a Care Bear. Jordan Woods, member of yours truly, Miss Irvin, in the Morehouse as an X-Force. Congratulations to all of you guys, and welcome to OKH.
Yay.
Welcome to being a Wildcat and to being Eagles and Bears and Elk. Oh my. Really quickly, I want to share some information with you guys that I think you will like to hear. Tomorrow, between the hours of 11 and 1, you can come by OKH, just no more than one family on the porch at a time, and we're going to have your house shirt and your house induction certificate in a gift bag for you. So just drive by the front door of OKH, jump out of the car, alphabetical order, grab your bag and your shirt as a way of welcoming you to OKH. And then the other thing we want to invite you to do is Friday morning at 9:30. We would love for you to come to your Karen Connects. So we're sharing some slides with you guys that has the links to all the teachers' Google Meets. It has your names listed there as well, just in case you forgot which house or Karen Connect you're in. And you can join us via that Google Meet. We'll spend a few minutes introducing ourselves to each other. Then we're going to do a big Family Friday celebration like we always do virtually. And then we'll come back for some questions and answers with you guys in our individual Care Connect. So we would love for you to join us this Friday at 9:30. And back to you, Dr. Goff.
All right, so I am going to take this opportunity to draw a little bit of attention to Miss Case, which she doesn't like, but she needs to be in the spotlight. Guys, this is your principal next year, and you are so lucky to have her, and I just want to tell you all, no, seriously, I want you to tell you all just how excited you should be to be under her leadership. The staff here, your teachers for next year, the 6th grade team, everybody here is awesome, but we are all awesome because Miss Case is such a great leader. And so we are so excited to have you all next year, and I'm so excited for you to get to know her some more as well. So now well, I mean it. You're awesome. So now we're going to transition into our Wildcat Q&A. So now is the time for you guys to type in your questions because we have a student panel here ready to answer your questions. So let me introduce these fine Wildcats. We have Miss Megan Simpson. We have Miss Peyton Irvin. We have Mr. Jacob Reynolds. We have Miss Nora Kate Simpson. And we have Miss Ava Newton. And so these 5 kiddos, as a lot of you probably recognize them, they are current 6th graders. They'll be 7th graders next year. They have all played such an important role in making OKH as awesome as it has been this year. And so we asked these kiddos to come in today and to talk to you guys and answer some of the questions that you have. Okay? So while those questions are coming in, you guys go ahead and type those in the chat area. I'm going to start, and I'm just going to ask you guys, what was the biggest fear that you had going into 6th grade? And after you got there, tell me kind of how that turned out for you. So what was your biggest fear going into middle school? What were you most nervous about? And then once you got there, how did that end up going for you?
Well, going into 6th grade, my biggest fear was getting lost in the hallways and also not being able to fit in. But once I started to transition into 6th grade and get into my Care and Connect, they helped me out and soothed me and comforted me and helped me.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Megan.
Well, for me, it was I was afraid if I was able to talk to them, have a conversation with my Care and Connect. But once I started to get to know them, I felt like I was home, because that's one of our main things here, to make yourself feel like home and the way you express yourself. So after a while, I felt like I could do that. And by the way, Crazy Eggs is the best friend.
All right, who else? What was your biggest fear? Yeah, go ahead, Ava.
Mine was forgetting my schedule and being late to class. But then after a couple weeks, you get used to it and you're normally there on time. So and if you go straight from class, you'll be fine.
Awesome. Peyton, Jacob?
I'll go. So probably my 2 biggest fears was my locker code. I felt like I was gonna never figure it out, but I'd been for ages just figure it out. But that went well. It's just muscle memory now. And then fully adapting to the school, and my Care and Connect had helped me out at that. They really support me and everything would be all fine, and then you would just be fine here. It's not as bad as you think. So
Awesome. Thanks, Jacob. All right.
Peyton was having technical difficulties, so she had to join me.
Okay, so something I was really scared about coming into 6th grade was definitely schedule. I was scared that friends would be lost and stuff. But sorry, I'm out of friends. If you just you got to stay in contact, I think. But you'll see them in the halls. They're still your friends, and some of the people in here, some of my friends on here, I don't have a ton of classes with them, or maybe not at all, and yet we're still some really close friends, just because we stay with each other, and it's just once you build a bond, it's hard to break. So it's easy to remember that your friends are always there for you.
Awesome. That's great. Okay, so one question that we had was, hi, Caitlin, I see you there. I miss you and love you. So one of the questions that we had is, how do you come up with your Care and Connect names? And so mine usually gets a little bit of attention because we're called the Fat Pack. And so we always have to tell the story of how we became the Fat Pack. Mr. Stanley's shaking his head. So here's the backstory. Mr. Stanley was my student teacher. And while he was there, he was a Talbot Bear. But then once he started working at OKH, he became a Spalding Eagle. And as I was making fun of him, no offense, Spalding Eagles, but the Bears are the best. As I was making fun of him for having to go to a different house, his response to me was, well, at least I'm not a big fat bear. And so of course, the boys in my Karen Connect were, what? Oh, you know. So now we've decided to embrace that name, and I bring donuts a lot, and we're now called the Fat Pack, and we're very proud to be Big Fat Bears. Does anybody else want to share about how you got your Karen Connect name? Yeah, go ahead, Jacob.
So what our architects were trying to plan to do is like, we were trying to base it off like Miss Smith's name, like, and then we just somehow, like, we were gonna go with plants. I was like, you guys are crazy. They were coming up with crazy ideas, and then we brought in the idea of doing that, and then we just figured out blacksmiths, and like we were thinking along the lines of like toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, and then we just decided blacksmiths.
Awesome.
So yeah.
And I do want to answer a quick question before we get to the rest of you all. If you missed your name earlier, if you got here late or whatever, we are sending all of that to you all. Your 5th grade teachers have all of that information and have what Karen Connect you're in. And so as soon as this is over, I think they're going to send that out to you. So if you missed something, don't worry. And then this is also being recorded, and it'll be on YouTube for you to watch. Okay, so back to our Karen Connect names. Who wants to share? Go ahead, Ava.
So, like, me and Norkate, we're in the same Karen Connect, and our Karen Connect, like, we're sort of, like, most of us are friends, and it's sort of like a family, so, like, we just thought of sisters, so we did Cub Sisters, because, like, of the bears and stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. Norkate?
And also to add on to Ava, to create a stronger bond in our Karen Connect, we decided that we each have sisters, so that's how we also came up with the name Cup Sisters.
Peyton? I think you had your hand up. Poor thing. I think she's struggling with technology.
I think our Wi-Fi is fighting or something.
Probably, because, yeah, probably. Anybody else want to share? Any of the house leaders want to share about your name? Oh, and I do have to, hopefully you noticed that Mr. Stanley is now the Talbot house leader, so he eventually became a Big Fat Bear as well, so we like to rub that in too. While we're on this question, if you guys, you could still share about your name, but also tell a little bit about Karen Connect. What is Karen Connect? How often do you see that group? What are some things that you guys do in there? Does anybody want to talk about that? Yeah, go ahead, Ava.
So, we meet our Karen Connect every morning, and then, like, from, like, 8 to, like, I don't know the time, but anyway. Like, we normally do, like, most Karen Connects, we do bonding activities and, like, try to get closer together. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's great. Anybody else want to talk about your Karen Connect, things that you do?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. All right. Sorry. I had to exit out a few tabs too. My name, I'm in Elevated Elks, so at the beginning we were kind of told, kind of go with like, what is your house like, and what is your spirit animal? So ours is obviously elks, and our motto, I would say, kind of, it's like going to the stop, never gonna stop. Going to the top, and we're never gonna stop, because we want to get better. So I think that name.
Oh, Peyton, you're struggling. Your internet's struggling. I'm sorry, hon. And that was a great explanation too. Anybody else want to share about Karen Connect? Yeah, go ahead, Jacob.
So one of the main things we started to do in the first part of the year, so like you discussed so like in the first part of the year, y'all discussed about icebreakers. We formed something like that to like really get to know everyone, and then as the year started to progress, I don't know why, but they seem to like trivia a lot. So we do a lot of trivia, especially with like sports based, and um, besides trivia, like I remember one time we did like a drug awareness thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we like to focus on wellness a lot too. So
yeah, you led that, didn't you, Jacob? That was really good. Anybody else want to share about Karen Connect? Yeah, go ahead, Megan.
So what we did whenever I first got my Karen Connect on Induction Day, so what we did was like we got paper balls and like wrote things about us and was the guest about it. I thought that was neat because that was a way that we can like learn something new about each other, and then also we sometimes do that sometimes, but on different topics. It's just a way that we can get all closer, and then we play volleyball a lot. I mean, I don't like playing volleyball, but my other Karen Connect fellow friends like doing it,
So one of the things that I love about Karen Connect is as an incoming sixth grader, it can feel a little intimidating to start middle school. And it shouldn't, because it's really a great and welcoming place. But I get it. I get that there are the nerves at the beginning. Karen Connect is a great place for you to meet seventh graders and eighth graders, and also have your go-to adult in the building. And so automatically, first day, as soon as you come in, you have your group. And that's just a comfort to a lot of the sixth graders, I think. Would you all agree, students, that it was just nice having that group that you knew right out the gate that you were a part of? And yeah, so by the end, it was really cool. You know, by the end of the year, I started to see my boys where the sixth graders, the seventh graders, and that graders would all make us to look forward to as well. Anybody else want to share about Karen Connect? So, guys, what has been your favorite part about OKH? What do you love most about OKH?
Go. Okay. My favorite thing about OKH, is that what you said, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just making sure. Okay. My favorite thing about OKH is all the love and care. Like if something was wrong with you, someone's always going to check on you. Someone's always going to be there for you if you're struggling. Like, no matter what, there's always a sense of care and love in the school, and there's no one really like mean, I would say. There's always someone caring.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Megan.
So my favorite thing about OKH is all the activities you can attend. Like we have all events and backpack create. Those are all new things to me, and I'm sure new things to the new sixth graders. It's just there's so much you can do, and on Fridays we do fun things with our whole Karen Connect, our whole house. It's something that could keep you fit.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Ava.
So, like, my favorite thing about OKH is probably all the teachers, because they're like really loving, and like you feel like we're pretty much a family because we all care about each other so much. And I like doing like lead rallies because the whole school, like, we like competition and stuff, and like we're all really competitive, and it's sort of fun.
Yeah, I think a lot of students really love Family Friday. That was something new that we did this year, and a lot of the students love the achievement rallies. And again, all of that is student-led, and so especially, by the house architects. So as we're talking about these Karen Connects and houses, again, if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in leading, house architects may be for you. And then here we're going to do a couple more questions, and then we're going to move into the final part, which is registration, and I'm going to tell you guys how you get to pick your classes today. So Jacob, you want to go ahead and share about your favorite thing?
So I like how OKH, it's based around the idea of home, and we're a whole family, and that everyone got everyone's back. That's what I like about OKH, and you feel supported by everyone. And I also like how you're provided with 2 electives. Well, actually, it's going to be 4 this year if you do split classes. I like how you're provided with classes where you can actually express your passions that you may never get the opportunity to. So those are probably my 2 big favorite things that I like about OKH.
Awesome. Thanks, Jacob. What about you, Nora Kate?
So my favorite thing about OKH is all the teachers and staff at the school. They're really nice, and they're always there for you, and they're comforting, and they have your back.
So what is the biggest piece of advice that you guys would give these 5th graders who are about to come to OKH? What's your biggest piece of advice? Yeah, go ahead, Jacob. What's something you wish someone had told you up front?
You shouldn't be paranoid or scared. Everything's gonna be okay. So, I remember the first day I went in. I was so scared. I was really, really nervous. But I feel it's just you really don't need it. Trust me. I don't know what to say.
No, I think that was a great answer. Absolutely. All right, Peyton, what's your advice?
My advice would be to don't worry about anything. Kind of like Jacob said. I remember how I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna be late for a class. Something's gonna go wrong. But also the teachers are really caring. They're understanding. I would say too. If something's wrong, and you can't help everything that goes on. So don't be so paranoid or worried about something, because it'll probably make it worse for your situation in the long run, rather than you being relaxed.
Okay. Anybody else? Over in the questions, we had some questions about lockers. So your locker is just for you. You don't share a locker. It is one of the half lockers. Had a lot of people asking that. And thank you, Miss Robinson. She's fielding a lot of the questions too about lockers, dress code, sports clubs, or sports and then clubs that you can be a part of. And all of that information is going to be sent out to you. Thank you, Miss Robinson, for helping with that. So what else? My current 6th graders, do you have any more advice? Oh, Peyton, go ahead.
This isn't really this isn't a lot of advice, but this is advice, I guess, if you're wanting to be an architect. I'm an architect myself, and it's a really great opportunity. At first I was iffy about it. I was like, I don't know, but I think go for it, because it can be better for you, career wise, even you get to talk in front of your whole house. It'll really take you out of your comfort zone, but in a good way, and it'll help you.
And we have lots of leadership opportunities. Like Jacob said, this year you guys are going to be able to have lots. We have over 25 elective options for you guys, which is pretty incredible, especially for a middle school, and we're so excited. But with that, there are lots of leadership classes too. We have the backpack class. We have house architects, which we've talked about. But we also have student organization leadership. and that is leaders of clubs and sports teams, and they kind of take on the advertising and the support for all of those organizations. They're kind of the face of their club. So that's another great leadership opportunity. Make sure that you consider all of your options. But yes, we are a little partial to the architects because they've done so much to build up the culture of our school, for sure. Miss Case, is there any question or anything that you'd like to address before we go to registration?
Let me turn my microphone on. There we go. Sorry about that. Yes, I see several comments from one person over and again. If you would keep them on task to what we're doing, that would be awesome. And the second piece is don't bounce out of here too quickly because you're getting ready to learn how to choose your classes for next year. And so to be a part of that means you're going to get to pick the classes that you want to take next year. And otherwise you will you'll just get assigned some classes. So stick around and get that information because that's coming up here in just a second. A lot of the stuff that I saw was about lockers and Chromebook stickers, and you guys will, as sixth graders, get a new Chromebook, and then you'll carry that through your middle school years, and then in your freshman year you get a new Chromebook, and you carry that through your high school years. So I know at some point, and I definitely cannot give you a definitive answer, but at some point the Chromebook you have right now will be returned to Foster Heights. And then when you become a Wildcat, you'll be issued a new Chromebook. So you'll have that to look forward to. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Prayer. We do have a panel of awesome leaders speaking to you guys today for sure. And I'll tell you, we see students grow into awesome leaders. And whenever you start to look at the scheduling situation here in a few minutes, really challenge yourself to do something you haven't done before, to see how hard you can push yourself to become a person that is able to share all of the great things that they have to share with the world. So Dr. Goff will speak about that a little more. I don't see any other questions right now, Dr. Goff, that I can answer.
Okay, yes, thank you so much to our student leaders and our house leaders. You guys were awesome for being on our panel today. And I want to speak real quick to what Ms. Case said. It's just awesome to hear, and I don't want to call him out in front of everybody, but I am, Mr. Jacob Reynolds talking about not being afraid and being willing to step out of your comfort zone and how it's paid off for him. And I just look at him and a lot of our sixth graders this year and just remember them coming in and the looks on their faces and seeing now that they're leading Google Meets or they're leading meets on YouTube Live, and doing all these incredible things. And I think it says a lot about the culture and leadership in our school. Our student leaders push each other, fellow students, and then our adult leaders also are great at building up the kiddos. So let's look at those class options that we have. So you guys are going to get to draw up your blueprint, and you heard our students talk about how at OKH we talk a lot about feeling at home. We want our school to feel like home. And so to draw up your blueprint means to plan out your schedule. How are you going to make OKH feel like home with your class schedule? And so the way that you guys are going to be able to do that is we have a website set up for you. And the web address is at the bottom of that slide, and we'll get that information to you all. But here's that website. When you get to it, if you scroll down, it has things to remember before you select your classes. And one of the things that I want to make sure that you hear is that you can only submit your registration form once. So don't go in and just start picking randomly without actually researching and thinking about it, because then whenever you do hear about other classes, you may want to change your mind and it's too late. So make sure you research on this website and really figure out what classes you want to take before you submit this form. If you are a house architect or a student organization leader, You do have to fill out an additional application, and that's found on both of their pages on this website. It's nothing too serious, but again, we do take those leadership organizations really seriously, and so the selection process is really important. It's really important that we have that information from you. And then if you have any questions, you can contact me, and there's my email address. So if you go down, you see all the categories for our elective classes, and so we'll click on school leadership, for example, and it shows you the school leadership classes that we have available. And you've heard a lot about architects, so when you click on architects, it's going to take you to the architect site. Again, you've got to complete this application to sign up for this particular course, but what you're going to see on each of these pages is information about the class. You're going to see pictures. See, there's my Unicorn Squad representative right there. I told you guys. And the blacksmiths. Oh, y'all are going to have so much fun. You're going to love the house system. So we have with each class, we have a video from the teacher or a student leader explaining what that class is about, as well as some text. And again, I highly encourage you to go through and look at all these classes, because some of them you're not going to exactly know what it is just by reading the title. So you may not know what future story exploration in justice is. So when you click on that, it's going to tell you that this is like a criminal justice course. You're going to learn about, we have Miss Johnson, and she has her degree in criminal justice, and so she's going to teach that course. So lots of options for you guys. Once you have done your research, you're going to click on this form here, Class of 2027, Current 5th Graders, Register Here. And this is the form that you will fill out to sign up for your classes. Very self-explanatory. I just want to explain one quick thing for you. It's going to make scheduling so much easier on us. So you'll put your last name, your first name, you're going to put the class of, and then you have two sections. The first section says that all 6th graders have these elective classes available while their teachers have a planning period. So that means that during that period, these are the only elective classes available, and each of you have to take at least two of them, or at least one of them, sorry, one or two of them. So the first section, I need you to pick your top 3 choices from this list. Now, you may look at this list and say, but I want all of those. Those would be my top choices. No worries. They're also listed at the bottom. But what I want you to do is pick your top 3 here out of this short list. And then when you go to the next question, it has all the classes that are available to you, and you'll rank the top 5. Now, one quick thing, just so that you can get more options, whatever 3 you pick up here, do not include them here. So again, simplest way possible to explain this. The first question is, out of these classes, what are your top 3 choices? And then, excluding those 3 that you picked, what are your top 5 after that? Okay? And then you'll go down to the bottom. It reminds you that there's an application for house architects and SOL, and then you have to agree that you understand we're going to do our best to get you in the classes that you want to be in, but it may not work out perfectly. Then you will submit, and you are all registered for your classes. So again, I'm going to put that web address on the screen. So the web address is bit.ly/OKH blueprint. And if somebody could put that in the comments, that would be helpful too. And again, that's open for you guys right now. And so students have the opportunity to have up to 4 elective classes, and we have some pretty incredible choices. You'll have German available to you, Introduction to Agriculture. There's even a piano and guitar lab with Miss Robinson, where you will do a music study with her through those 2 instruments. All kinds of awesome opportunities for you all. So I can't wait to give you time to explore that, and I can't wait to see what classes you pick. Okay.
So Dr. Goff, I have one question for you. I had 2, but I've lost one of them. The first is, we have a student I know in right now who does not have a Nelson County Schools email address. Will she still be able to access all of the things on here?
So she will be able to access the website. I need to double check the form though, but I will fix that. So if you can't immediately, then just give me about 10 minutes after this is over, and yes, you will have access.
Okay. And then the second thing is the good news is if you needed to hear some of that information again whenever you start to fill out your registration, this YouTube video, you can go back and rewind and replay as many times as you need to. If you have friends who you know aren't here today, have them go back and watch this as well, and they can still get all the same information you just got to be able to support them in knowing that they can pick up their shirts tomorrow and they can register for classes and so on.
Okay. So again, we are so excited to have you here. We cannot wait to see the classes that you choose. We can't wait to see how you guys are going to improve our house system that's already awesome, but you guys are going to come in and make it your own and improve it even more, and we're just so excited to see all that you do. So, Miss Case, do you want to close it out for us?
I will. I'm trying to get that YouTube link on your guys' information slides. So your 5th grade teachers are going to be sending out this afternoon in a message to your parents and through your NTI work slides that will help you identify which Google Meet to attend on Friday and the links to that Google Meet so that you can join us and we can celebrate you. Also, I know a couple of kiddos said in the comments, I didn't hear my name called. And so that would be, we just need an application from you that's really simple to fill out. I've put information about how to do that in the slides that are going to be shared with your families. So, and someone else asked, will we have another date that you can pick up your gift bags? And I included in the comments that we'll do that again on Friday between 2 and 4 in case they're not available on Thursday between 1 and 3. Or I'm sorry, 11 and 1. So Thursday 11 to 1, Friday 2 to 4 to offer a couple of times to be able to swing by and pick those up. So we are extremely excited to have you guys join us in the 2021 school year. We know that you're going to make OKH even better, and I hope you have a fantastic summer with your families, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining.